English teacher was telling me one day, because I had this friend and she's very black and white, so she was like explaining the difference between us, but like you remind me of that friend. Like she's very just like, if you see a splatter on the wall, like other people like, damn, that's art, and you're like, no.
Be or not reminds me of a story. Thank you very much. Be or not reminds me of a story.
Alright, hey everybody, it's Tangel here with What's the Biz, and I'm here at Puff Apothecary.
Yes, that's it.
Yes. Yo, it took me 3 years to learn how to say that. But I'm with Bethany. She's the owner and founder of this beautiful place. Bethany, how you doing?
Good, I'm well. How are you, Tangel? Thank you so much for doing this. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to have you. So Bethany and I, you might see a kind of different chemistry here. We're in the same mom group. She's like one of my good friends, and we just got a lot of history. So
Yes, I'm super geek.
So what is Puff? First off, let's start with that.
So Puff is a natural hair boutique and salon now. We focus on plant-based products for hair and skin, specifically catered for natural hair, textured hair, anything with curls, coils, kinks, you name it. Our skincare products are, things that are focused on, again, plant-based oils, butters, things for, moisturizing and hydrating the skin. And so, yeah, that's what we do. And for our salon, we purely focus on natural hair. So we do, we really kind of break it down to curls, locks, braids. And that's what we do. We focus on, we don't do any chemical processing, no coloring here other than henna. We use henna. And that's what we do.
It's so fun to hear you talk about the salon now, because I remember when you first started, it was strictly products, and just watching you like talk about your vision and then actually put it. How's that make you feel?
It's awesome. I mean, sometimes I don't always slow down to like pat myself on the back, and I need to. But sometimes I'm like, wow, everything I've envisioned and wanted to do, I do it. And I've been really fortunate. There are people who have sent me like notes. Like I had a friend who moved away, and she sent me a card, and I still have the card. I'm just shout out to her more. She sent me a card that just like told me how much I inspired her, and like how she's been watching me. And there's people that I know in my life that are still in Cleveland, and they'll send me notes and just really, be like, wow, you said you were gonna do that and you did it. Like, no, and that's awesome. Like I love that, and it makes me feel really great. And sometimes in those moments where I'm feeling like, am I going the right direction, or those moments of doubt that I think every entrepreneur has. I do look to that and think about like I'm accomplishing a lot, and I need to pause and congratulate myself and pump myself up, and then of course my team. I wouldn't be anywhere without my team, and make sure to congratulate them too, because I wouldn't be here without them.
Where did you get the idea of Puff from?
So it's definitely based on my natural hair journey. It's been 13 years. So 13 years ago, around when I was in college, I was just over it. I think there was I can even remember the one specific day I had been at the salon for like 8 hours. It was just over it. I was just over it. I was in college. I needed a break. I was just like, I'm done. And I just cold turkey, not knowing how to do my hair at all. I mean, I didn't even go anywhere to get it cut. I did it myself. I let it grow out about probably like, whatever that 3 inches or something, and then I just combed up the straight parts and just not even shears, just took like some scissors I had, cut it off. Kind of fast forward throughout the years, it was kind of when natural hair was starting to become a little popular. There were a couple little forums out there, but anytime I was in Cleveland, anytime I went to encounter someone natural, we would always be like, hey, I love your hair, what do you use? It'd be in passing. I loved that, like connecting with other women just in these brief moments.
I like what you said about how our hair creates a conversation, and I love that, because anytime I'm out in public and I see somebody's hair and I'm like, I love your hair, you can tell that like when we give each other compliments, black women, it's just like,
it's so genuine. It's just so from the heart.
And it feels good. If you're having a bad day, if somebody tell me they like my locks, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
It's so nice. Like when I went to the show together,
yes, everybody loved your hair.
It was so sweet. And there was some really dope hair there. Like,
she almost got to meet Jadena.
I know he was like right there.
He was in her face.
He was like there, and he was like, I think he was like, oh hey, like let's do, because he was in the crowd, and I just was like, oh. Like I did not pull out the cool, but it's alright.
So sad. If I had that moment.
I know, I don't know how it happened.
One thing that I'm excited about is Puff being in the Oregon District.
Yes.
So relocated recently, within the past year, right?
Yeah, I mean, 2019 in July. That was our little soft opening.
I feel like it's the beginning of a bigger purpose, because you also have Nye down the street now.
Yes.
Nye Simone Associates, and then Baldwin Cafe.
We're collaborating and having them in a place in the space. It's kind of like their next phase of building memberships and sharing their collection of amazing African American literature. So we're so honored and excited to have them. I think a lot of cities of this size, particularly Midwest cities, are going to be booming with this growth. And I think having representation from a Black-owned business is so important, just for the conversation, the narrative of the city of Dayton. I always bring out the statistic, 2010, I guess we're going to come up to the new census, so we'll see what the new, but it's like 42% Black. And I want to see that representation in everything.
Bethany just had to stop herself from going on the revolutionary rant. I'm telling y'all right now, she's about to go there. She was like, wait, let me bring it back to the interview.
Let me get back to the biz.
Yeah, but that's so real. I love how you're just for the culture, how you are very just, you stand in what you believe when it comes to Black people in the Black community, because we are we are overlooked often. And for you to say, like, there's 42% back in 2010, and having that reflect, that is very important. Because in order to have a business of quality, you have to be able to serve the entire public. So we talked about who inspires you.
Of course, I draw inspiration from my family, but really I would have to just start with my mother, 100%. Like she's no longer with us. She passed away a couple years ago. But she's just like, she's like a limb, like a twin, and just watching her and how she conducted herself, and she was just phenomenal woman. Like, she was just so amazing, and she really always, I think, imbued me with a lot of courage, and always to stand up for what I believe in, and just confidence, and she was just there for me. And so I draw so much inspiration from her. Trying to be really intentional about our experience here. I want women to come in here, feel seen, feel validated. We have lots of different sprawling conversations. You can see I can be a talker, so we talk about a lot, but also just in the chair, and just how we conduct ourselves and make sure that it's small, it's pretty intimate here. And I love our stylist, Jackie, Aaron, and they're with you. They're in it, they're talking to you, they're connecting. And I just think that's so important, because it's vulnerable to have someone, touch your hair, touch your head. Like, in some cultures, that's like, no, you don't do that. Yeah. So I just think, I want us to feel honored, that, oh, thank you for letting us, trusting us to do this. So I want them to feel like that.
Bethany, so she has her hair artistically done. I know y'all thought she thinks that she looks crazy, but I feel like it just looks like the style.
This is not how I normally wear my hair, so I'm glad you're taking a moment to call this out. So I got little bantu knots sticking out, and then what's going on here.
So Bethany is kind of going to show us what some of her products does for her hair. She uses her products. They're not just on her shelves. She literally just moisturized her hands with something that she bought from here as well. And so we're going to show you, so tell us what you do.
So the first thing that I start with is I really, this comes from my roots of doing all my natural hair myself, that DIY culture of natural hair. And the one that I absolutely love is flaxseed gel. This is flaxseed gel. This is my little home Tupperware. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of gel-like, and what that comes from is actually flaxseed gel, flaxseed. So I have this little bit in my hand. So you boil this, usually I just eyeball it, like fourth a cup of flaxseed, cup of water, and you boil until frothy, and then you use like a strainer to strain it out. So that's what I like to start with. And so then I like to really pick out, it depends on the weather. I think hair products are really dependent on, you know, what the season is. Typically in the winter it's gonna be cold, dry. So I like something a little creamier, a little heavier, a little bit more on the oils, the butters to kind of help, you know, protect the hair, keep it soft. Because I'm not gonna necessarily have a lot of time to always, you know, constantly moisturize or add a leave-in conditioner or do this or that. So I really want this to be it for a little bit of time. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of the gel. I'll show you in the hand. It doesn't take a lot, and then I'm gonna rub it. Then I eyeball it. I don't try to make them perfect. I like them a little medium sized. And then I just kind of moisturize, and I usually like to focus on the tips because, you know, that's gonna be the driest part of the hair. Take a little bit of the whipped pudding. So I just kind of twist a little bit, but leave this open, and then I just like as simple as just wrapping around it. So I do not I do not twist it. I do not twist and then do the Bantu knot because that kind of changes the pattern, the style. And then I just wrap it around, and that stays really well. So there it is, and that's it. And then that's all I do. Yeah, just wrap it around. This is all dry, so I'm gonna show you how this looks. So I pull it out, and then that's how it looks. Like you could use a little oil, and then you can kind of put that in your hand as you take them out. And so that's it, and that's what you do. And then that's really it. And this is just my go-to, and I love the style. Like I love it. Like I just keeps my hair stretched. It's easy to, it stays detangled.
Okay, y'all, so thank you so much, Bethany. Do you have any closing remarks?
Oh, definitely. I want to just wholeheartedly thank my team. It really, kind of said this before, it takes a whole collection of people, family, friends, the people I work with, my team, Jackie, Aaron, and Dana, just most of all, they're the ones that really make the experience. They're the ones that are here, that are building the relationships. I would be nothing without them, and I just appreciate they're such talented, wonderful women. And they're amazing. So I'm, you know, honestly, me being even in front of the camera, it's about them and about what they do and their skills and talents.
So make sure you guys check out Puff. It's in the Oregon District. If you already haven't, you can really cut out Walmart, cut out all these other stores, and just really come support your local business. There's no reason why we need to go to these hair stores that really don't understand our community.
Yeah, and we are always open for ideas and suggestions. We're always trying to build up what brands we carry, what kind of products we carry based on what people are into. So you can talk to us. We're right here.
Thanks for watching What's the Biz. Like, share, follow.